Charming this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive. I will survive. And I'm a firm believer. We'll forever shine just to stay alive. That simple means that nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can tell me sick. I will let alone negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Everybody show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a lamp. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a lamp. Everybody strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Not when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, not when you're old. Everything has to humble. Everything humble. I'm a go-getter. I just go hard. I just go hard. And I'm a kind of fella. Put my trust in God. Put my trust in God. That simple means say nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can hold me sick. I will let alone negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Everybody strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. That's when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must. I know you are tougher and still on this battlefield. You are tougher and still.
Hey, welcome to the ride. Welcome to the ride, guys. Welcome to Wednesday on the ride. A kind of troublesome, miserable Wednesday, but I promise you, I'll make it up to you. Now, I know sometimes they say when you see it have women summit, or when you have women on the program, sometimes they're fashionably late and it takes a little time and they have to do their makeup. And no. This is not the women's fault today. Today, it was all my fault. I messed up, right? I messed up. I take the blame. It's not the women's fault. Listen, stop blaming the women all the time. The women was here and they was ready to go, and I messed up. I got confuffled with all the links. I sent the wrong links, and I was waiting there, sitting there saying, why this women taking so long to come? And boom, I realized it was my fault. So guys, let me start by saying I messed up today. I'm sorry. Hence the reason why we're 27 minutes late. 27 minutes late. 27 minutes late. Let me get hallelujah, guys. Listen, guys, today is Women's Summit. Today we're talking the things the women would be educating us, me, men, about them. So it's all about we listening to them. And when the women speak, we have to listen. All right, Unstoppable family. All right, Ridealong family. Everybody. Now, today we have 3 women. Hey, Kima, how you doing? And these 3 women, they come very, very, very equipped to deal with the subject matter today, right? They're qualified. Some might say overqualified. They're women, and they know what women want. Now, men cannot say what women want. Women is who have to say what they want. So that's what we're going to have today. Let me quickly show you guys who we have on the program. Right over there, Dr. Mia. She is a part of the Unstoppable family. Dr. Mia is right there. Yes. From Grenada, we have right there, Ganelle. And she is coming equipped and ready to deal with the problems. And also, she's based in Canada right now, Trevette B. And she's ready. See that smile? Only don't get fooled by that smile. That's a dangerous smile. That's what I say. All right? So these women, Hey, Kimo, how you doing? Natasha, how you doing? So these women are here, guys, to tell us about ourselves, to talk about these things. And so this is your time to work. I want everybody to share the program. Kimo, if you share it already, share it again. I'm going to do that on my end as well. I'm going to share it. Veronica watching from Grenada. How you doing, Veronica? Thank you so much. For some reason, I'm trying to access. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to share the program. I want you guys to share it with me as well. Right? Go ahead and share it because I want all my friends and them to know what these women have to say. I am excited. I'm very, very excited. Hey, Deanne Fraser, how you doing? Let me go ahead and share it on a few pages. Yes, share it here, share it here, share it here. Few pages. All right. Guys, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah. All right. Got that. Tell you, I want to make sure everyone see it. Hey, Deanne, how you doing? Original Courtney. How you doing, Original Courtney? Big up yourself. All right. All right, hold on, guys. Bear with me, bear with me. I tell you, I want everybody to hear this. I don't want them guys and them to miss it. I don't want them guys and them to miss it and say, oh, they didn't see it. So as you share, guys, just say I share. As you share, just say I share, guys. As you share, say I share. I want them guys and them to miss it at all. All right. All right. Plate in hand, popcorn. All right, guys, let's get ready with this Women's Summit. Now, another thing about Women's Summit, I must say, is a good opportunity for men to understand what women want, what women like, what women want to discuss, and what affects them most. So let's start over here. My good friend over there in Jamaica representing the Unstoppable family, Dr. Mia. How are you, Dr. Mia?
Good. How are you?
Dr. Mia comes fully equipped with a PhD, ready to tell us about herself. Dr. Mia, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. My name is Dr. Mia. I own a channel on YouTube called Dr. Mia with her Indestructible and Family, along with my fiance and I. Sorry, and I am a simple woman of many words,
Uh-huh.
and I go I go by the name Dr. Mia, like I said, and I also have a PhD and also have a few subjects. I won't say how much for it gets alarming over here, but yes, I do.
Okay, all right, Dr. Mia, we want to hear a lot about you. And let's go over to Grenada. Janelle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Good night. My name is Gaynell Charles. I've been an early childhood educator for over 10 years. I have a bachelor degree in early childhood education and family studies. So I'm most in young children and the family. So I
Sorry.
hope I'm able to satisfy what the men need to hear this afternoon.
Yeah, well, we are ready. We are ready. And last but certainly not least, she is right now somewhere in
Okay,
North
all
America.
right, Dr. Mia, we want
Are
to
you
hear a
hearing
lot
me? Are you
about you.
hearing me, Trevette?
I want men need to hear this afternoon.
All right. Trevette, are you hearing me? All right. Trevette is not hearing me at the moment. Trevette, are you hearing me? All right. Trevette is not hearing me. Trevette, go back out and
Can
come
you
back in.
hear me?
I can hear you, but could you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Could you hear me? All right.
Can you
Let me.
hear
Let,
me?
Alright, Trevette is not hearing me. Trevette, go back out and
Can
come
you
back in.
hear me?
I can hear
Trevette.
you, but could you hear me?
Can you hear me?
All right. Trevette is
Yep.
having some issues connecting. All right. So Trevette, go back out and come back in. Just go back out and come back in, Trevette. All right. While Trevette sort out her stuff. Trevette, are you there? All right. Trevette having some issues there. Let me right. Okay. She'll be back in right now. So let's start the thing and Trevette gonna jump in. Okay, hold on. Trevette back in again. I'm telling you, Trevette ain't giving up. All right, Trevette, are you hearing me? Tribet, are you hearing us?
Wait, can you hear me?
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Yes, Tribet, just tell us quickly about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm a single woman. At the point when you called me today, it was my join in. I'm an educator. I'm
No,
known.
Tribet, something ain't working right. Tribet, something ain't working right. We ain't hearing you too good.
Oh
Your
no.
internet, Tribet, we're not hearing you right. Something ain't going right. I just change your phone or change your location or something. We're not hearing you too good. All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
jump out and come back in. And while we do that, we're gonna sort out and talk to the ladies right here, right now. So Dr. Mia and Ganel, we're gonna start with you guys here on this very important topic. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, and you guys could clarify with us, right, is that sometimes we are in a relationship. We're both in a relationship, men as well as women in a relationship, and the man feel like he's doing the most, he's doing the best, he's doing everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really and truly, the women, you guys are somehow not satisfied with the man's performance.
Mm-hmm.
But we feel in our head that we are doing it right. So tell me and explain to me and tell men some of the best or the top five, some of the top four ways in which you should express to your man if you're not satisfied in the bedroom, if he's not doing the thing right. How would you translate that to the man so that he know that he needs to improve on his skills?
All right. The first thing, let's start with five. Number five is to find out from us if we're being pleased. A
Right.
lot of times men don't ask questions, they just want to know that they done it, they do what they do and it's done. And in their mind, they're thinking, oh, you're pleasured. But ask questions and you will get answer. That's number five.
Uh-huh.
Um, Number four is no matter how much you put an effort into pleasing your woman in the bedroom, it's a possibility that you're not eating the right spot. So we have to, I'm telling you,
Hmm.
we there's a saying that says women need to teach their men how to please and love them, but then you have some men who are so egotistic that they don't want to hear it. They just feel
No,
within themselves that they're
that,
doing it
that
and
is
they're doing
I would not. Do me a favor. Center yourself a little bit. Dr. Mia. Push yourself the
so
other way a little bit. Center yourself into the frame a little bit.
Hold on,
okay.
Junior. Can you hear me
Right
now?
there.
Perfect. Right there. You hit the right spot.
Junior, can
Dr.
you hear
Mia,
me now?
I would not sit here and have you say that about men. But go ahead.
No,
Junior,
but
can you hear
it's
me?
true. And let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
I have had that experience not with one or two, but three guys. And
Uh-huh.
at one point in time, I had to fake it. And I think it was just so weird that in all my entire life, with one person, I had to fake it just for that person to feel good. And then when they finish, it's all about getting a shower and go lay down and sleep. So the top four is you have to ensure that you hit that spot. And how to hit that spot? You have to put enough effort in being open minded. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to do anything to, ensure that your woman is pleased the way how you don't want to. But the best option is top number four is to put an effort in being open minded, because when you're open minded, instead of being objective, then you will be able to please your partner, and whatever it is that pleases her, you will want to do. So much so, like a lot of times, for instance, for me, I get pleasure in doing different things. Most women get pleasures in feelings of the upper part of the body, and then you have some get pleasure feeling the pleasure in the lower part of the body. I get pleasure in being deep, passionately, foreplayed in more ways than one. And if you're not that kind of a person, then it's not going to work. So you have to know, number four, how to pleasure your woman by being open minded. Number three, you have to make certain that when you do your do, for instance, then let's say you come before the woman, then you have to make certain that she reach her climax. You have to ensure that no matter what, you don't just finish and done, and she's just not. She's there looking all unpleasured. So that's number three. You have to ensure that she reach her climax no matter what. That's why open-mindedness come in play, because you have some men, they come so quick, especially when they're eager for it. But then when they finish coming, that's the end of that. It doesn't matter whether the woman reached there or not. That's number three.
Uh-huh.
Number two,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure as the man that you're a romantically passionate individual. And most men aren't. Most of who I come across aren't, until recent times I come across maybe two or three who has been that way, including my now partner. And that person makes certain that effort is put into it. So you have to be romantically passionate, because women love those things. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And number one, how dare you men get it and go to sleep right after? Come on now.
Tired.
Yes, you're tired, but we need a little comfort and cuddling, man. I mean, I know not every man is for that, but just keep your eyes open for 5 minutes in order to let us feel like, oh, babe, you did such a great job. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
but okay, I hear you. I hear you, and I appreciate that. But let me tell you something. I think in a lot of men's head, if
Hmm.
after that sexual performance he fall asleep, he
Hmm.
feel he's complimenting you on a job well done.
Well, in my book, that's no compliment. That's me saying, whoa, just like that,
You
just
do
so, so,
you
so.
do a good job. You work me out. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. What point taken?
Okay,
Understand?
okay. Okay, fine, but at least let it work the woman's while. It's worse if the woman didn't even reach her climax. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. That's why I put all those behind that number one. So it could come, number one could come with an exception, because if you are the kind of person that really go all out to pleasure your woman and ensure that she reaches there, and you can literally see and feel with fingers that she reaches there, being all moist and all of that, you all could be so tired, both of you go to sleep. But when you don't, when you're the only one doing all the pleasuring in terms of for yourself, and the woman don't reach that climax, and then you fall asleep, she felt like she's not a part of you, like you're just pleasing yourself. See if you understand where I'm coming from.
No, I understand. I understand, but I'm just saying you have to, and that's why we like to have this conversation, right? I'm gonna jump to Trevette. Trevette, are you hearing me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, Trevette. I'll come back to Dr. Mia in a little bit. But Trevette, what is it? What are the ways in which you should communicate to your man, your boyfriend, your whatever, that
Okay.
he ain't hitting the thing right, he ain't doing the thing right?
Okay. So I'm on a different side of the spectrum.
Uh-huh.
Doctor, I do feel like you had some great points. But for now, I believe communication is key, first of all, because in a relationship, it takes two to tango. I had a past relationship. At one point, when it reached 2 years, we had a few things that we had to talk about, and our sexual life came up into it. And it was both of us, it wasn't just him, right? We had to spice one of the ways that I told him that he had to do it, since we're getting very deep and graphic, as we talked about the finger and what we liked. I'm a very simple woman, and sorry.
Hmm.
One of the ways that for me that we had to do it wasn't necessarily toys. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah,
It
go ahead.
wasn't
We're hearing you. We're
necessarily
hearing you
toys
good.
that we had to introduce. But
Right.
let's say if your relationship is not picking up with just both of you and the tools that you were given, you could say, baby, why don't we try introducing something new to see if that might bring the spark back into the relationship and see if that works. If it doesn't work, then you can go back to the regular way it was, because you, as she talked about, you must have that passion to get into the relationship in the first place. And before the toys was introduced, you guys did have a good sexual life that kept you guys there for that long. And for you guys to get to the point where you guys have to say to each other, let's introduce toys. I'm talking happening within the first year, then the problem. You guys don't have that attraction to each other, because I find within that year you should be able to maintain a sexual life where the attraction is real and you could jump on each other. Because for me, attraction, when I meet someone, attraction is it at first. I cannot just love a man for, some people might say it's shallow, some people might say it's not real. I need to be attracted to you. I need to see you right away, and my body needs to work to tell me that I like this man. You understand? At first 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, I need to know that I want you right away, and then we can start introducing those things, right? So that's one thing I have on my list. And next one, I'll tell you that you're, another way that I would tell you sex life is not working out is me just telling you, hey babe, our sex life needs some help, because I'm a straight up woman and I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm not gonna try to disregard your ego. I do not like I'm pushing him to another woman because I'm not complete with him. I am going to be mindful of my words, and that's a lot, actually, in the Caribbean culture, because we are Caribbean. This channel, we need to be mindful of how we speak to our partner. We can't be hostile about everything, especially when it comes to our sexual life, right? Can't talk to your man like, oh, you woulda, you know, just be so all the time. You need to say, baby, you know, I know this. However, you know how to be sweet. You need to be sweet.
Right.
I'm a very
Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Right?
Sweet.
Stick a pin right
to my man.
Stick a pin right there. Stick a pin right there, and I'll go. I'll jump to Tribet in a short while. But Dr. Mia said something earlier there, and then you guys speak about communication. She said that she was faking it. You was faking it, right? But isn't that mixed communication? Because if you're faking it, I feel like I'm doing my job. So if I'm doing my job, if you're faking it and I feel I'm doing my job, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that you're not getting satisfied. You have a bad way of communicating it to me. Like, I think I'm killing it. Like, but obviously you was faking it. So how about not faking it?
How about the person do what he has to do to ensure that I reach my climax? Because listen, he's working, you know, but my climax reaching has to be on a different level that he wasn't open-minded enough to do. For every woman, their body is different. And like I just did a topic on that what the doctor said earlier about toys. And I was saying, if you can't do certain things, we speak about it as a couple, because I'm a good communicator. But if I'm saying something to you and I'm pleading and crying out for help, and you're not really doing as you should, then it's going to reach a level where I'm going to have to fake it until I get out of it. Because I'm not just going to up and go, but I'm going to go because you're not doing what you need to do to help the situation. And that's why not to go back and forth, but that's why I recommend in most cases, I recommend before you decide to really settle down with someone, after getting to know that person, and like she said, I have to see the person. My body has to come in contact with yours, meaning physically, in terms of seeing you, to see what you're about, if I'm attracted to you enough. And then I will know eventually if, being with you, I will definitely get there. But sometimes it don't work like that. Sometimes when you really physically attracted to the person is not doing the job right. And no matter how much you say, listen, the job is not being done right, it's not really played out as you want it because they're not open-minded enough. So for me, I had to fake it at that time because I'd spelled out a lot and the person wasn't really doing much about it until I had to walk out of that relationship just for that reason. Because what's in the essence of you faking something when in the terminology you want to keep it real? So how about not faking it, but not faking it would have recommended the person to try harder after communicating.
I got you. All right, let's go to Ganel. Ganel, what's your take on this? How do you communicate that to the man?
As I said, most persons say communication is key. but not only the verbal communication. There is also the non-verbal communication. And as men supposed to listen a lot. During intercourse, women wish refreshing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
certain groan and moan, you supposed to know those things. Like what you're doing, you have to responsive to some of the groan and the moan of women. All right? The
Mm-hmm.
doctor that as I say, men are quite different. Men could go bam bam and they're satisfied. But most women need the whole walk. So they need the whole caressing, cuddling, foreplay and everything. So as a man, you have to make sure that those things are done. Right? That women reach that before um you think about going to your end game. Right? So I believe, as
Mm-hmm.
I said, that non-verbal communication is very the speaking part is very important too. So when the woman finish, you know if a woman is exhausted or not. Right? Then this is common. And some men, as I say, they go straight to sleeping, so they don't pay attention to see how the woman respond afterwards. All right, and woman, and the next day too, their facial expression usually show if they're pleased or not. Right, the
Mm.
next day you may say that woman is really grumpy, and women usually do that. The next day is like, what have you done? You get up this morning like he's big man and strong man. What did you do? What have you done? Usually, they could read the facial expression at the next day
So,
because most men. And
and so,
another
so,
thing too,
well, we had to read your facial expression.
that
So
is
that's
important too.
That's one of them.
Very
Yes.
important. And there's another
mm-hmm.
thing too. Sometimes women, as I said, the lady said, you put the hand in the right place, but the man think you do it, you pull back his hand. So those things, when you move those things, move her direction because it's her body, right? You
Oh,
do something, she pull out her hand, then put it back like if you is Mr. Man and Mr. in charge, you know?
so
So you
so
need
so
to
so
listen to
take it slow for me because we want everybody to learn. So if the man put the hand like someplace up of your body, and the woman move your hand, that doesn't mean that she like it. It means that don't put it back there. I don't like it.
follow her direction,
Don't do it again.
follow her lead.
Oh, hold on.
Yes,
But
follow
why
her
don't
lead.
you just say to him, why can't you just say to him, baby, I don't like that. Why do we beat around the bush too much?
There, yes, I'm saying that there are men you could do that because there is men. You have to know your partner too. Most men think that they feel intimidated, they feel emasculated when a woman tell them what to do. So you know your partner. Communication is important. You say, I support that. I didn't put that point because you already said it that you discuss things. But
Yeah.
most men don't like talking about that. They feel empty that I'm a man. I'm supposed to know what to do. But most of the time, it's women body. We know what we want. So I'm saying that
Yes.
men follow and lead. That's
Yeah.
and I support the other points. What most of the and women fake. That's true. This lady is brave enough to, but most of the time, women fake it to please men. That's true.
But
Men
here is the
need to be
contradiction, and
careful.
here is the problem, and here is the problem, guys. And I want you guys to call in as well if you kind of understand. That's why they say women is so complicated to understand. But I want to understand. Now we have to read your facial expression. We have to read and interpret your body language in a kind of way because some women don't say exactly what they want. They want you to read, and you're supposed to be able to understand that. Well, I get an echo from somebody.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
for me, let me
Hold,
just say this.
doctor. 1 second, doctor. Let me just finish this real quick. I'll let you go.
Okay.
And then you telling me no. I get an echo from somebody. Okay, I got. Okay, so then you're telling me no. You just fake it. So how do we not know that you're not faking that expression? Dr. Mia, go ahead.
All right. Let me tell you how you know. Like I said, passion. That's why it recommends to be passionate when you're the male counterpart. All right. Let me use my no partner, for instance, because I have to use it as reference based on how we are in the bedroom. And when I, everybody said that the mama and the papa style is something that is too ordinary. So
Right.
for me, it's ordinary, But that's the way how, for me, in one way, apart from other many different positions, sorry, that I get to show him my passion. So for instance, I am doing that style, and where is, inside then, and I'm kissing and caressing and doing the motion. No woman ain't gonna kiss up on no man if they're faking it, because they're gonna like, in their mind, hurry up and get off of me. And the passion won't be there. So because the man is passionate with his woman and the love spark is there and the woman is feeling him, you will know there are different positions that you can feel the passion, see the expression, and know, especially when you're actually talking helps. Because when a woman is faking it, she's not gonna talk. And if she talks, she's only talking to get you, to get a rose so you can get off of her. That's how I look at it. But for me, there's passion in the moment when the man is passionate with his woman and really wants her to reach that climax. Like my partner told me, the way how he gets there is to hear me reaching that climax and seeing it for himself.
No, that's
Feeling,
true.
yeah, that's how he works, and that's how his energy built up, and he knows when I'm not in there in the mood like that. Because sometimes we will, like I told him, for me, since this is completely sex talk, for me, I'm pretty much a freak person. So anything gets me off on just about everything. And if we have a disagreement and he gets too loud at me and we're still in the mix, I'm not one to hold it from him when we're in a disagreement. I'm going to give it up same way. But then I'm not going to be as passionate as how I was when we're in that lovey-dovey mood. So he will know that, listen, you're not reached this yet. Or if you reach this yet, a little bit, man, miss a little bit, may say, because you know the problem, but I'm still giving it to him. So at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is when you're in that zone and you're really, really, and it has to do with a lot of love too, because
Right.
if you are not in love with your partner or you don't love your partner, then the passion in the bedroom is going to be off at some point, whether on the male side or on the female side. That's just my take.
Okay, all right, Trivette, jump in right here, because it seems like
Okay.
you have a different kind of angle in terms of communication. Why can't you just come out and say what you want,
Okay.
man?
Let
But
me just hold on.
Say it
May I
like
please?
English
Let
and
me just say. Let me
go ahead.
just say it like this, guys. Right?
Uh-huh.
Just say it like this. The last man I've had intercourse with is my son's dad, and my son is 2 years and 2 months. You understand?
That a
I
long
have not I have not had sexual intercourse in almost 3 years.
what?
I I have not. I am a hot gal. Anybody who's seen me on Facebook, I like to post up videos. I like to post my pictures. I like to wear my little outfits. People see me and they always think, oh, that girl taking a real man. Maybe man like her all the time. Men will come under my post. They
Right,
always like to write things. They'll put up a number 10. They'll put up a number 2. Whatever they want. I don't care what people say about me. But when
right.
people see me, based on how I present myself, I'm a very sexual being. No matter what I do, I may look sexual, but I do not have sexual intercourse. I am okay with sexually pleasing myself. It's a
Uh-huh.
very simple task. It does not take very long. I do watch porn. It is free on the internet.
Yeah.
The reason why,
About a lot about that when you get to the why you single part. But go ahead, make your point.
hold on.
Uh-huh.
It is very simple, and we are big grown people. This is not little children business. This is not little children play. And I want all you to watch me real good and see my face. Yes, man like me. Yes, man come and check me. Yes, I go and check man. Yes, we have foreplay. Yes, I'm a 30-year-old woman and I'm entitled to do that if I want. The reason why I do not lay down with men and the reason why I do not, some men could be sometime-ish, and sometimes
Right,
as a woman, I know what I want and I like to say what I
right.
want. And it seems like a lot of people don't like to say what they want. And it seems like that's what I keep hearing here, especially on this panel. And that's what I jump so quick. When you call me at 1 o'clock, I jump up and I say, yes, I'm going to do it because I know I'm going to be this one person on the panel that's going to say, I like to say what I want. I like to get to the point. I'm not going to fake nothing. I'm not going to say
Right.
nothing. When a man come and check me, I say, oi, You just eat that. You like to rub
Right.
it like that. When a man is rubbing me in the places that I want to be rubbed, I said, I do not like one finger. I want 2 finger here. You can't do finger, don't touch me. You can't do 2 finger, don't touch me, because then you're going to rub my clit this way. And when you rub it this way, you're going to give me a different sensation and I'm not going to come. If I'm not going to come, I'm not going to enjoy the sensation. We're not both going to have the same enjoyment. You're going to bust, you're not, and I'm going to go home angry. And I'm still going to have to go home and I'm still going to masturbate. And then this was pointless. I don't like little children game. I'm a very fun person. You guys know I'm fun. But when it comes to the sex thing, I don't have to. What's the point, right? We're going to get in the heat. We're going to get in the mood. I like you bad. Oh, God, boy, you're sweet. Oh, you know, he go tell me, girl, you look real good. I like the way you was wine. We go do all of that. And then we go and we're going to get into the mood. And this is where I put on my little accent. We go get in the mood. You know, we booming and singing. And then, oh, baby, I'm mourning. I'm going and I'm faking all of that. I have to fake all of that just so you could come, you could go home and be happy and I still vex. What's the point?
So you're saying, and that is important to know. That is a point of the show. I want to talk about. I want to talk about this.
But
Hold on. Why Dr. Mia and Ganel? Men are simple. Men are just logical creatures. We are just logical creatures. We want to know 1 + 1 = 2. We don't like all gray areas. Come to us and tell us.
You said 5, right? You said 5.
Listen, I talk, you know, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
And when the previous lady was just talking and she said she heard this on the panel that, you know, there's not been straightforward. I just said it to you that's the reason why I left out of my last relationship. Because I speak my mind and I say what I want. I am a very straightforward person and I don't beat around the bush. If I want toys, I'm going to tell you I want toys. If I want you to lick it like that, I'm going to tell you I lick it like that. But I told you I faked it because I said it to him and he wasn't doing it the way I like it. So I walked away.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I support, right? As I said, I support speaking of, because I'm a person, most people are very outspoken person also.
Right.
Support saying what I don't. You said 5, right? I said communication. I agree with Doctor, and they already said that. So I'll just listing some others, right? With 4. Because there are different women, extrovert, there's those that speak up.
Yes.
But what I'm going back to the Doctor, right? There's a difference between one night stand and a serious relationship. If you're in a 2-year relationship where you're in the house with the person, say that happening, and I say egoism are very egoistic. That they think they want you to reach that climax, right? I'm saying that if, for example, you go in and visit somebody and come back home, that's a but in a serious relationship, there are times will fake because they're in with the person 27. You're not going anywhere else because you're in that with the person. I say the first thing I believe is vacation. That's me. I would do that. Put your hand like that. You start until you go in the bottom. Next, you don't start in the bottom. Everybody's different. I'm going to tell you that straight up. The relationship say, don't come up. I'm not into that thing. And them. They're gonna say, one person say, you one way, but they say exactly what I'm saying, that if that doesn't work, so you have to use other next too, right?
Yeah.
If I tell you not next day I'm upset, or at the end of it I'm going to show that I'm not pleased.
Right. I was just trying to follow the go up so down so. Go down, so go up, so don't go up from down, go down from up. A lot of directions. It's like I don't have a compass to make love to you. Anyway, guys, listen. We open up the phone lines. I want you guys.
No, wait, Junior. I have to say something before you open.
Hold on 1 second. Let's get a programming note. Trevor, now come to you. Open up the phone lines, guys. 717-015-720. This is the phone number. I want you guys to call in and chime in. We're
Yeah.
talking to women, and all you see, they say that one time that
Right.
understanding women, you need a whole encyclopedia, and this proves it here today. Trivette, go ahead.
Julia, what I was saying too, right, is you have some relationships, right? I could say I've been in 3 serious. I will just come to 3 serious, not the little one and them and the playing around with, right? The 3 serious one. Yeah, being real, the 3 man I could count, the 3 of them, okay?
I hope they're not watching.
That ain't business. I don't care. That old news. New
Oh,
thing,
go
new
ahead.
thing, new thing,
All right.
right? Okay. So man, he just like to boom. If I been, he just like to have sex. And the part where you were talking about, where you're saying that there's the, like you will pretend because you just want to get it over and done with. I feel like if you're in a 2-year relationship and it's constant and you just want to get it over and done with, you might just do a quick thing to make that man happy because it's just men have needs. Some men, if I'm speaking based on my experiences, not because now that I haven't had intercourse in 3 years, I feel like my sexual drive personally have changed. That if I hold a man now, he dead. Real licks, like
Oh,
real licks. Yeah, because it changed. Because I waited so long that it built up so much, right? So when I
right.
talk to a man, I'm like, why if I hold you, right? But in the past, I didn't have as much as a sexual drive
Right.
as my partner. So when it came time for the sexual course, I'm like, okay, I know he come in. I go just do a quick thing. I'll say, oh, like give him what he wants so he could come, and then we done, and he happy, and we kiss, we cuddle, whatever, and he go in bed. I know he happy. 2 days later, he go come again. Oh God, you know tired, But we do it the moment. I'm enjoying it, but I know that men sometimes have a
Right.
deeper sexual drive than women, but there's some women who may have a deeper sexual drive than the men. So we can't always think it's always men, right? It depends. But
Right.
as you see too, there's another side where some women are introverts, extroverts. For me, I'm everywert. I fit into every category of whatever. But
Mhm.
at the same time, there's submissive women who dare not talk back to their man. And there's different dynamics in the home where some men are abusive and may have that woman just doing whatever, and that woman can't have a say. And then there's women like me who go say to the man, I don't like it. So when we're on this panel now, we're just all speaking our mind, but there's some people on here who can't even talk, who can't even say what they want.
Right.
So it's all about opinions, different
We are
lifestyles.
Yeah.
those women voice tonight. We are those women
So we're
voice.
talking.
Yeah, you guys are the
Yes.
women guys. But okay, so okay. Let's drive into another gear. Let's go into second gear because I want to find this out, right? Dr. Mia, chime in on this as well. Oftentimes you see women jump up and say they're single. They're single, they're not in a relationship, they don't want to be in a relationship, and but sometimes they posting things, well, kind of like they're missing being in a relationship. So which one is it? So the question is, why some women stay single? Why some women remain single? Why are you single? And
All
if any
right.
could chime in on that.
All right. I can speak from experiences. Some people I know why they're single, and most cases the reason is that they have gone through relationships that has broken them in a way, and in order for them to really get to that level in finding that person that's befitting to them, they have to just stay single for a while. That don't mean that, as you say, they're not feeling the need for a partner or feeling the need for releasing or whatever it is, but they're single because they're afraid of getting hurt again, or they just don't see that person that will meet the eye mark. They date or they probably go out with people, but they are trying to find that person. And once you go out with someone for the first time and it don't work out based on questions asked, and the person is either objective or they don't see themselves in that capacity of like how you would see it, especially in the bedroom, because one particular person they always attack that area first to make sure that that person is on the same level. And sometimes it's more objective than being open-minded. So for most cases why women are single is a couple reasons. You know, it's maybe the person is, you know, broken down, being hurt, not ready to get back in, or they are ready to get back in but still trying to find that person that can be compatible or match up to the person, to who they are. Or it could be that they just want to stay single until they're ready, because being single is a choice. So it would be until they're ready to get on that grind again and, you know, go on the dating or being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. I see. I see. I see we lost two
Yes,
of our guests. Okay. Ganel, you
yes,
want to jump in
okay.
here?
Yes. So I'm saying that it depends on the individual too. You've been hurt so much. Most other women in our culture value a lot of things, right? So probably being in a few relationship and it hasn't worked out, and then you feel like probably valued or for a while, and you say to yourself, "I'll break from this, you know, I need to take a break from relationship." There's some women who have different. I remember when there was a long list, you know, there's a lot. I'm educated that you should get this person, you know, and then you have a high standard that you want, and then you decide that if you don't get a man that fit that criteria, you're gonna stay single. So there's different men may stay single, and there's a religious belief. There is so much different reason. Most women now are independent. So guys, right? Most men don't use the electricity, ladies. Most women know that when you have a girl talk and you're on the beach, they would recommend toys too. You know, they're gonna tell you how to get in your country. Um, so you being independent and single, that you have what it takes already to you have your job, you have a home, you have need, and the other part that you need to satisfy that section, but you could by just purchasing toys. So sometimes women see the need. Some women again they see I don't need a man in my life, you know. So it's
Right.
based on the woman, the individual.
Right. Trevette, you are the single one on the panel right here. So the question is, why are you single?
Why am I single? I'm single by choice. And I always make that very clear to people. I could get a man, not out of being evil or anything, because I feel like right now,
Hold on, Trevette, your song right. Your song like you're underwater.
underwater,
Yeah.
underwater.
Okay, yeah, we can't really make you out to go. So jump back out and come back in again. Let's see if it fix that. All right. 718-701-5720. Guys, we're finding out from women. We're trying to cover all this topic, but we want to go through this very, very meticulously, slowly, and understand women. All right, Trevette, are you back?
Can you hear me now? You shaky?
Yeah, no, you're a little bit better now. Go ahead.
Okay, can you guys hear me properly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying I'm single by choice.
Uh-huh.
I'm not being conceited or anything to
Wow.
be
No, your audio messing up again, Trevette. I don't know why. I don't know if you want to change the device. I don't know. Something ain't working for you, Trevette.
Okay, I'm coming back.
All right, cool, no problem. So, guys, listen. I want your point of view on this, right? Women, we want to find out from women because we see this all the time, and you can't blame them. I mean, you can't say they shouldn't, but I just want to know why. I just want to know why. Doc, you want to add anything else to it?
Okay, so the reason for another reason for a woman to choose being single, because like I said, being single can be more of a choice than anything else. Because I mean, okay, for me, I don't mind being single, because when I came out of my past relationship, the one that I spent most years in, I stayed single for 4 years because I was trying to find myself, trying to love myself all over again. And that's one of the reasons why women would have stayed single, because they're trying to find themselves, they're trying to do them, and they just want to feel their love instead of another man's love. Sometimes you love yourself so much that when you go into a relationship, it breaks you and you no longer know who you are and what you're about, because you invest so much of you, or so much of the person, the woman, into the man, that they lose themselves. So another case of being single is the fact that the person is just trying to love themselves and do them, finding them all over again, loving themselves all over again.
Interesting stuff. Listen, I like that's why I like to have conversation with women, because when guys sit on the block and guys talk, you know what I mean, that's just guys talking. They don't have a woman in the middle there to break it down for them. So I'm glad that you guys are actually conversating and we could have this kind of talk so men could hear men.
Yes.
When Tribet come back, she's gonna answer the question about why she's single. But I want to drop this other question on you guys. You guys could decide who want to take it. What does women want most out of their partner? What is the number one thing that a woman wants most out of their partner?
Respect and loyalty. Number two is two things. They go hand in hand. Once you're loyal to us, you will respect us. Or once you respect us, you will be loyal. It's one of two. But the most main thing is respect. And that's the thing that most Caribbean men don't do anymore. They don't really value their woman anymore, or value or know their woman worth anymore. And I partially grew up in America. When I say grew up, I traveled from I was a child growing up. I've been back and forth. And I've seen how, not to say that all of them are the same thing, but I've seen where most of my time, I've seen how Americans treat their partner, some of them, because most men are, as them say, it's one universe for everybody, basically. But not everyone in the universe is the same thing. And I realized that Caribbean men in general, they will love their woman in a way, but they don't respect the woman as they should. And I believe that if you love your woman, you should be able to respect her. And I don't know if it is my mindset or me thinking wrong, but I ask for apology on this, but I'm going to say it. A man will have his woman at home like me. I'm not going to be a person to say I'm a good woman, but yes, I am virtuous in my own way.
Right.
I've never cheated from I know myself. I'm 41 years old. I've been through a bad marriage because of infidelity. It has broken down, and that's the longest relationship I've had. And let me tell you something. I respect any man that I go into a relationship with, but the men will have the woman at home and they will love us in their own way, but they will not value and show us our worth as they should. But the side chick will get most of that for whatever reason, I don't know. It could be that some of the times the woman not doing what they should do at home, and it could be that they're doing, but the man is just not being satisfied enough. It could be a various things. But for me, the number one thing is respect, and that is what I crave. Because I respect myself, I value me, and I know my worth. And I feel like if I'm in a relationship with anybody as a partner, I should be respected based on the respect that I give you. That's how I see it.
Point taken. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to come to you again, but let me jump to the phone line real quick. Caller, where are you calling us from?
From the Spice Isle.
Go ahead, Spice Isle.
Yes, in some relationships, right?
Yeah.
You have men, some of them very selfish, and they don't listen or pay attention to the partner. Especially when they know they have something on the side. Not because you're in a committed relationship or you're married, you have to be owning the bedroom. Just as how you had fun before you married. I mean, you could make it fun, go out, go on the beach, do something different.
Right.
But because some of them so selfish and greedy, they only care about themselves and they don't take time to listen to the partner. Sometimes you're talking to them and they're not hearing you. It's just about them to get their needs satisfied. And that is why you see problems do come and breakdown do come, because they don't take time to listen to the partner. That's one of the big things in some of the relationships. They need to listen, pay attention to your mate, hear them out, I mean, if you're not satisfied that way and they tell you, okay, well, come on, do something different, spice it up a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they really need to listen at times to the mate. Listen.
Open
That
your
goes a long
ears
way.
and listen. As I say, open
Listen.
your ear hole and listen.
Yes. So,
All right, thank you.
because some of them men, they can't take bite.
Ah,
They can't take bite, but they love to give. So you're
ah.
not listening to your mate. You're not satisfying them. But when you get a bite now, you're balling. But listen to your mate now and treat them as how you want them to be treated too. You want them to be treated good, treat them the same way, and all will go well.
Ah, all right, caller. All right, thank you, Spice Isle. Yeah, that's it. Just give the respect, give the love, and everything is fine after that. But you said something earlier, and I want to come back to it. And Bernard, you can jump on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that the side chick, it seems like the side chick get the best out of the men. Why is that?
All
Why?
right.
Why?
Okay, so maybe the other person wants to talk and then I chip in. I need to give somebody else a chance. So the other person could
I'll
take
you want
it.
to chime in on that, and the doc will come in after.
Okay.
So I was I'm gonna come in after, but I want to make the point first.
Yes.
I suppose rather than work on the relationship, men want to go and showcase their disability.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than what the women what they not doing, prefer showcase their ability. But I believe, right, that what a man is usually emotional intelligent. Men don't usually have much of that. And instead of working on their emotional intent, they go to say that women are nagging. Oh, she nag, she talk, And they prefer go on the block and talk with the guys. So you go on the block with the guys and the some stupidness where they don't know much about women. And then you come back home with the same mentality rather than sit down and listen to what your woman have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that men in that area, emotional intelligence, when they consider what the woman to think about, how can I most men head, oh, I'm doing all that and she's ungrateful. I'm gonna give her money. But you're not listening exactly what the woman wants. And that a lot of times that is the problem in a relationship. They don't listen to the emotional needs of women. Sometimes a woman just need to stand, sit down and chat, but when for to watch game, you don't have time for that. She waited the whole time. She returned, she waited the whole time. She cooked. But what you prefer to do? Watch TV. You're tired, let me watch TV. And you're not satisfying the emotional need of the woman. Right? All those things. So I believe personally that men work on their emotional intelligence. That's my personal view on it.
All right. Okay. Doc, you want to jump on the other part?
All right. The other part of it is why the side chick get the better treatment. It's a million and one things. I was reading an article and the gentleman make a statement in this article, but for whatever reason I can't remember if he has said why. But this was what he said. He is 40. His wife is 38. They've been together for 14 years, but he no longer loves his wife. Why? Because he met a 28-year-old. Listening on him, a 40, she a 38. And the 28-year-old make him feel young, and she's very freaky. Now, this is my problem in the relationship, and I said this on my channel several occasions, and I'm glad you having this topic on your part, because a lot of females and males need to know this. I am not saying that everybody have to be freaky, because everyone has their own way of doing their thing. All I'm saying is be open-minded so your partner can be pleasured. Try not to be a no woman or a no man. Try not to also be a yes man or a yes woman, but be in between. Be open-minded. In other words, you won't be objective to everything that your partner requests. In the bedroom, you're willing to try something just once. And if you don't like it, at least the person can say you're not try. What is the essence in you going to be in a marriage for 14 years? Probably only get together from longer time and then you're not married. So the marriage would have been 14 years or altogether is 14 years. And the same sex you know I have from no young till now is the same thing you know have. Nobody now improvise. No one now try to bring something to the table to make certain that something is spicy and adventurous. And that's the problem why side chick get the most part. And the reason for that too, sorry, the side chick will work hard to get some of the money too, because them know say them are gonna get what them forget. So they're doing and they're putting effort into it while the woman at home with a wife or girlfriend is already in the house and choose not to do as much as they should because they already think say in a them mind them have the man and the man now go or cheat. But let me tell you something. A woman and a man will know that they have a good man and a good woman, but in their mind they feel like the person now gonna leave. And that's a bad way of thinking, because if you're gonna be in the house as a man and you have your woman or you have your wife and you're not going to put effort in pleasing her or listen to her, as the caller said, be passionate like I've been preaching from the start of this video, be romantically passionate, show some love, show some respect, and just gel with your woman and make or your man and make the two of them feel like it was just all over again being in love. And that's how relationship is to be. And that's why a lot of side chicks get the effort, because they put a lot of effort into the man and they will do a lot of effort, because most cases it involves money and they know they're getting something. So they're working for it. While the woman or the man at home is at home and they're not working hard because them say them already have the person already. So them not have to try hard enough.
Right. So the side chick is working hard. We go to Trivet. But and here someone just messaged me something. They're very interesting. Very interesting. So you guys could consider that in your response. Someone said the side chick actually help out the wife.
Well,
Yes.
I would listen. That's a correct way to put it, you know. But let me tell you something. Let me jump on that one quick, and I'll let the other person jump on it. And this goes back to what I'm saying. You see, if the woman them and the man them would have they do what they need to do and stop being objective, they wouldn't need no help. Me now gonna tell her say, me no need no help, you know.
Oh my
But
God.
like my partner tell me, and he could be running his mouth and saying whatever, but still doing his thing. But I'm saying to myself, and I always say this, and he can attest to that. If with Dr. Mia, if my man choose to go out and cheat on me, it's not because me not do my job. It's because he can't get enough of what he wants and his ego. Because let me tell you, as big as I am, because I'm a big girl, fluffy in the body, I will do whatever it takes and set it as much way as we can set it. And I will also try to go in depth in making certain that my partner is pleasured. But like I always say to women and men, good woman cannot be stolen and good man cannot be stolen. If you are in your relationship and you are loving your partner and your partner should be loving you back, and some other side chick come and I try to help out wife, then obviously that something is wrong in that relationship, because no partner should need no help if you're doing what you're supposed to do. And
Yeah,
no good
but you
man
know,
cannot be stolen if the husband or the boyfriend is a good man and respecting woman enough and listening to his woman. So it goes, it's vice versa.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, go ahead.
about the side chick, right? What I'm saying, sometimes side chick want wife. When the side chick come in, they see something good. They want wife. They want to be wife. And then, like you said, that you were married before. I was married before. And the side chick came in. Well, she was people stupid. She came in my house, yes, even before the divorce. She came in our birthday party with her children, and she was all puss and all of that. I said yes. I brought out stuff outside for her. Charm, but side chick usually want wife status. But when they get wife status, you see the difference is entertaining. That when the man leave the house and they go quick and they do something quick and they come back in the house, they don't have all the responsibility to the side chick. They go out, they have fun and come back home. But when they come in the house, they have a whole to play, right? And sometimes that intrigue them forward. That doesn't mean that the wife is not doing what she should have done, right? Because I remember my situation, the side chick now is the ex-wife because the husband is married again. A third time.
Oh,
You understand? And as the
I
lady
see.
said, that my longest relationship was by marriage, right? I don't know if that happened to married people, but that was the longest relationship. So she at that time come, she was side chick, she was doing this, she was doing that, you know. When she married, I guess when he go in house with her, she start acting as a wife. It's not just like you visit and then the side chick don't talk that much, you know. The side chick, you bring the nice gift for her, you treat her nice, give you something, and then you go back to your wife. So it ends there. But when you decide to make that side chick your wife, then you see it's not much different to your wife because the responsibility start coming in again. And then, as I say, he married somebody else again. Then you catch yourself probably go a man, if serious relationship, then in the same pattern, that hype. You want that hype, you know, that you want to feel good for a little while. You just want that experience. That woman is not talking in your head. She's not telling you she don't like that. She's not telling you don't do it that way. You know, she not. So you want that freedom for a while, right? But then
Mhm.
afterwards, if you decide to make that side chick serious, then like almost the same thing. So no, why not walk? When I'm encouraging the men, why not walk on what you have? Listen to what the woman has to say and work on your relationship. Also, as the lady said that you have to please your man. So if, for example, she's telling you that he tells you that he doesn't like something, as a woman, you too, should try to change and compromise. But as I say, communication is key. Running a side chick, sometimes that does not really work out.
Right, right, right. No, no, no. Somebody messaged me again. I'm getting messages, guys. I'll prefer if you guys call. All right. Someone messaged me. Let me see if I could pull it up. Hold on. All right. This is another message that just came in. Could you stay in this relationship, right? If the man is providing you with all the necessities, all the things that you like, you want Amazon, you just use the credit card and get whatever you need. You need to go shopping, take what you want. You want a car, I'll get it for you. He gives you what you want financially. You're secured in that department. But in terms of when it comes down to the man making you feel good in bed, he lack a lot. He's missing.
No,
He's missing
listen,
my
It's gonna get harder.
no, listen, no, listen. I need to take this one. I need to take this one.
But
I
oh,
don't
let me
think
just
the
go
other
quick
person.
and short. Mine is usually short. Let me go quick and short. Let me just story quick.
All
yeah,
There
right,
was this young lady,
go on,
girl talk, right? Quick.
yeah.
There was this girl talk, and this man, he's known, even he's known, he have the cash. Because she's really good looking, she's young and she, but she says she go there, because she have a boyfriend, but this guy have cash, so she decides she's going there. She says she lied down, she wondered what happened because she not feeling anything. So she was, I'm laughing, right? Because she's really young. She says she's not, and she said he go long, going long, but not feeling anything. So she's there and she's not feeling anything. And she said eventually she ended up in the shop. This thing, she decide the guy that is not working, right? Although
Uh-huh.
she's going to the guy in nice places and thing, she prefer the one that is not working because he could satisfy her. So I'm saying that woman may stay that person, even a really good woman who have bad virtues, she's gonna be. But if you get somebody, you might get a little boot.
Oh, I see. Doctor, jump in on this one and Trevette, if your audio is back, you could chime in on it. I'll give you the
My
topic.
audio's been back, guys. You know I have a baby, so mind me that I've been. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know your audio is still messed up. Your song like listen, your song like if you're swimming in the Atlantic Ocean. I ain't gonna lie. Your song like that. Your song kind of bad. I don't know where you're coming from. Doctor, take this one. Go ahead. Trevette, we'll come back to you. Go ahead, doctor.
All right. Why I said no is that well, a few relationships back, I used to have that same amount of situation where I wasn't short of anything. I was getting the money, I was doing everything that I needed as a woman, but the money was flowing as how it should. I'm getting an echo.
You're still getting an echo?
No. Yes, I am.
Okay. You're not supposed to, but go ahead. Let me see. Go ahead, doctor. Go ahead.
All right. So, getting the money and all of that, but the love wasn't there. The bedroom situation wasn't there, and unfortunately, no time spending wasn't there. So he works right around the clock, and when he gets home, all he does is sleep. On his day off, he's out because he had other stuff doing. So we get no time to spend together, and that annoys me the most. Now I'm getting the money is there in my present relationship, but it's not mountain like what I used to get. But I have the love, I have the bedroom, and I have all the respect that I can get. So it's just that's for me. That's it for me. Once I have the love, the respect, the care, and the genuinity of everything in the relationship, as long as my man is a hard worker and he's doing his part as a man, and he's not falling short in any areas, then I will stay. But if he's falling short in the love, the respect, the communication, the spending time together, and he's giving me luxury, I'm
Yeah.
not going to stay. That's not for me. And it's not supposed to happen that way. Because at the end of the day, you will have all the luxury you can have. Unless for that person, money makes them happy. It doesn't care about it. It's not a matter of relationship, love, or respect for that person. It's just a matter of materialistic then that's for that person. That person can live through it as long as they want. But if it's a case where the person wants love, respect, and a companion, and someone who will love, care, I mean, coming from work, kiss you, going out to work, kiss you, cuddle you, do everything that they can do as a man for you, then you should get out of that relationship, because at the end of the day, you will never be happy. Find yourself a man that is hardworking, that will meet you halfway and do stuff for you, with you, together as a team, than finding somebody who will give you the credit card and show you and tell you go buy this, buy that, and he's not giving you the love and the respect that you deserve.
Right. Doc, you said something very important there, but I said money and I said going shopping. But let's add to that. You getting the respect. He don't disrespect you, right? He opened the card up for you. He don't disrespect you. He give you the money and everything like that. The only department that that man is lacking in is satisfying you in the bedroom. You know, some guys
That's
say,
what I'm saying. I'm not that I wouldn't stay, because why would I stay with somebody that is not, satisfying me in the bedroom, that I'm lacking in that area? That's not something. A relationship, sorry, is not built up on that. That's not a foundation, but it's a part of the relationship. And that's a major factor of the relationship. And like I said, if that person is a materialistic person, that should never be a problem, because that's what you want. You want the car, the house, the money, the whatever. But if you're not that kind of a person, you want your bills to be paid, and you want to live comfortable, and you want the love and the care, then there's no essence in you staying with someone who is not pleasing you. That wouldn't make sense.
got you, got you.
Exactly. So that it still goes back to what I'm saying at the end of the day.
Trivette, let me try you again. Trivette, go ahead, try again, Trivette. No, not a thing. We're not hearing a thing now. You're completely off. Try to unmute yourself. See if that would work. 718-701-5720 is our number, guys. We're chatting here with, this is Women's Summit, right? Women's Summit. We try to do this at least every other Wednesday. We have Men's Summit where men come in and talk about men talk, and men talk. They talk the things, right? And women come in and do that as well. And then we try to have a battle of the sexes where we have a guy and a lady, and we have a conversation where we could learn from each other. So the Men's Summit, the Women's Summit, and of course the Battle of the Sexes. If you want to be a part of the panel at any time, just inbox us, hit us up on Ridealong. If you're on Unstoppable, hit up Unstoppable and tell them you want to get over to the Ridealong program that you saw. And no, that's not a good idea, Trivette. That's not a good idea. Calling me on Facebook is not a good idea. it's gonna come through improperly. Yeah. So if you want to be a part of the program and you're unstoppable or you're watching on Party Grenada or any one of our platforms, just hit us up. I will surely like to have you on board. Trevette, I know you're trying to speak, but we can't hear you. And if you call me on Facebook, I won't be
No,
able to take the call.
okay, there you go.
Okay.
You
All right.
you had me mute. You had me mute. That's why you guys didn't hear me.
No, no,
Hear
no.
me now?
I could hear you now. I can hear you now, but it still sounds like you're underwater. It sounds like it's graggly. We can't really understand what you're
Underwater?
saying. Yeah, it's some kind of
Okay.
graggly a bit. But make a point. We'll try and see if you could interpret, and I'll translate. As it
Okay.
relates to yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So, can you hear me now? With the headphones?
Doc, are you hearing her the same way as how I'm hearing her?
No, I'm hearing her clearly on my end.
Okay, so go ahead, Trevette.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 2 points. I mean, let's go back to the one where why I'm single. I'm single by choice. Because that's how long I've been waiting to talk. I'm single by choice, by the way,
Right.
guys. I could get a man. It had nothing to do with ego or anything. As I said, I've been single for almost 3 years. I've tried with men. Due to COVID, I have not been able to physically go outside and meet a man. I've been trying to date online, and even through phone calls, men are not honest, and I've been catching them being dishonest through phone. So that's one of the reasons why I've been single. And then two, um, I just prefer it this way until the time comes. Simple, done, point blank. But I'm looking, guys. So, you find me at curls.trevette or She Classic Motiva if you're interested. And the other question about if you rather be with a man that's financially stable and is not sexually great in bed, I would rather be with a man who is financially stable. He could have a 2-inch down there. I will be okay with that because I do not need a man to satisfy me sexually because I can do that by myself. I had lots of time to figure out my body, and I feel like I've I won't say mastered that. I feel complete with me. I think now I do really like a man's presence. I'm more of a cuddler. I'm more of a kisser. I'm very sensual that way. I can feel fulfilled with just a man's energy next to me. Sometimes I do feel like I want a man to, stuff in a way. But if he doesn't have that tool, I can still feel satisfied with his emotional part. And it's not all about stuffing somebody. Like the emotional bond and that physical touch could be fulfilling for me. And if financially that part come in there too, yes, I could deal with that. So that's my part on that. I'm very simple.
I think at some point in time we had to have a women's summit where we have like a dating something because men hitting me up and say they want to meet some of you guys. Hey, guys, I'm not what's the one that should the bow and arrow into the heart? I'm not.
Flavor. What's his name?
Well,
Flavor.
I'm not the matchmaker here today. One other thing that we're gonna jump on. See, we actually doing real good on timing, guys. One other thing. Let me see. A single more important. Okay, final topic we're gonna jump on, guys. Final topic. What's the most important? What's more important? Sorry, what's more important in a relationship? Take sex out of the equation. Sex is done.
Mm-hmm.
What's
All right.
other most important thing in the relationship?
Stability.
Stability. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Being stable in a relationship helps you to really want more, such as, okay, let's say for instance, persons who are not really a committed person, but they want to be in a relationship, but they're not committed, and they're running away from whatever it is. Stability
Right.
would help that. When you see yourself with someone who is stable, like me, having a job, holding down my fort, doing my thing, and you see that, you will say, okay, I mean, she's a stable person. I could deal with that. And then they would try to work with it until they get involved in a way where they are now a stable person with you working hand in hand also. So stability is important in a relationship, and it is very vital when you find someone who is stable.
Stability.
But you be stable and not be committed.
Yeah, but commitment is going hand in hand with the person who wants to commit to each other. So that's where it is. That's why I said a
Yeah.
person who doesn't want to commit can find someone who is stable, and they will say, okay, I can work with that. And both persons talk on it and see where it goes. And then the commitment is in play. So
Right.
the commitment is based on two people at the end of the day. Remember, you can want to commit, but the other person don't have to want to commit, whether you're stable or not. But when you speak about it and reach that gap, then both will decide what they want to do.
Point well taken, right there. Let's jump
Yeah.
on to Ganel. Most
Yeah. So
important thing in a minor
so for
sex. Take
me,
that.
as I said, is emotional intelligence. A man, as I said, as a man who is a provider, but for me, I want who's who's gonna give me a hug when I'm sad, who knows how to read between the lines, who remembers on dates. I love Christmas. Who's gonna make the time to cook Christmas dinner with me? Who's gonna hold hand on the beach? That person who is in touch with the emotional side. I believe that is very important. And a man who is emotionally intelligent knows how to partner with a woman. I'm not saying I'm rich, but as most women here could handle our own. We have been educated, we have a job. We don't. I'm not going to say we don't need a man. But I'm just saying we could handle our own. All right.
Yeah.
So we need a man who is emotionally there with us to partner with us. So we could achieve stuff together and we have that fun. Because, for example, I have a man who I asked my friend once, girls talk, why you stay with this guy, and he cheats so much. And she said he's romantic. This guy would remember, he would sexually satisfy, that's true. That one. And she said the next he's so romantic. He's loved. And there's this next guy who really, really liked her, but she said that this guy, he's just not there emotionally. He's just, as in our culture, you call it that he's cold. Use that term that he's cold. So I'm saying that women want a man who is gonna sweep them off their feet, to put it in that aspect. They need that man who he's gonna come home and just gonna probably slap them on their butt, rather than a man that just come home cold. I mean, look at that $200. You said, "Come, let me take you out somewhere nice tonight." Set up it from the day. Put on that blue dress. We're going out. That's surprise. We want a man who is thoughtful. Who's gonna put thought into things, rather than me have to. Let's say boring. You don't want to live your life boring. You want to live your life. I want to live my life continuous. So
Right.
I believe most women want that. They want a man who is there with them emotional, and that will take into financial. That's going to take into respect. That's going to take in all those things. When a man emotionally thinks about the woman throughout the day to please her in all aspects, and you're going to take in sexually and personally.
All right. Ladies, all you set us straight today. Dr. Mia, thank you so much. Ganel, thank you so much. Trevor, thank you so much. Although your audio kind of.
Yes, my deal's been bad.
Yeah.
Everything's been bad, guys. You know what happened? I haven't been home. As you guys can see, my electricity went out. I'm heading back home right now. I've been at my neighbors. My
Okay.
son is chatting. We're going home. Thank you
Okay.
guys for everything. I'll see you guys on next panel.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
take care.
We appreciate
Thank you guys so much. I'm bringing my life back home with me. And
Welcome.
ladies, do not pretend in bed. Tell Dan what you want.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And for the ladies on the panel. Thank you so much for all the insight today. I learned a lot from you, and
Welcome.
I hope that
Thank you.
definitely
Thank you.
find a
Enjoyed
great
you. I
man.
enjoyed your enthusiasm.
All right.
I
Thank you.
hope I find a good.
All right. So the next one is we're gonna close with that. You guys could wrap up with that,
Yes, as I understand.
and we gonna wrap up. You just make it brief.
Yes,
Okay.
I would
okay.
do anything for love, but I won't do that. Doc, Doc,
Okay, I'll go
Yes.
first.
anything
I
for
would
love.
not take on a deadbeat man.
All right. That's
I'm
what I
not going
will
to
not.
find a man except my son.
I totally agree on that one. I will not take on a deadbeat man. No woman should have to do that anyway. At the end of the day, when you find yourself a partner, like the lady just said, you want someone who will hug you, love you, and cuddle you. Once you have that passion, that emotional side, you will not want your woman to be lacking of anything, whether in the bedroom or otherwise. So basically, it's on par when it comes to a man to know what his woman really needs and deserve. And before I go, I'm Dr. Mia. Find me on YouTube. I got a channel over there. It's Dr. Mia, which are indestructible for everybody. So you
Yeah.
can find me there.
Thank you, Dr. Mia, and
Nice to
absolutely,
meet you.
follow Dr. Mia. Dr. Mia, you got some great insight. I love your vibe. The viewers love your vibe as well.
Thank you.
We hopefully we have another panel where we could invite you back on and we could learn a lot more.
Listen, just you got the number. Just hook me up whenever you're ready. I will not say no.
Uh,
Definitely not.
Thank you so much, Ganel.
You're-
Thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the
Thanks
time
for
out.
having me.
Bye,
And
guys.
yes, and Trevette, who she had a little bit of a problem and stuff like that, but she definitely will be back. She had an issue over at her place where she lost power, so that's what happened there. Guys, listen. As I said earlier, it's good when we can have conversation like this because we get to learn about each other, right? Men get to learn a little bit more about women. The women get to learn a little bit more about men, and it makes for a good conversation. All right, hold on. Let me just fix that audio real quick. Right, here we go. Right. So it makes for a great conversation. So listen, you don't have to have no specific PhD or bachelor's degree to share your experience, right? We want you, if you want to be a part of our next panel, when we talk about Women's Summit or Men's Summit or Battle of the Sexes, just inbox us. We love to hear different opinion. We love to see people talk about their experiences, and you could help a whole lot of people. All right. So if you want to be a part of our panel next time around, just inbox us right here at the Ride Along. If you're watching on Unstoppable, big up my homeboy Unstoppable over there, and all the fans and supporters of Unstoppable. We urge you guys, this is what we do. This is like our job. Our job is bringing conversation and bringing good content to you on a daily basis. So if you are on Unstoppable, support Unstoppable Media. If you're watching us on Ride Along, support Ride Along Media so we can continue to do programs like this on a daily basis. Support and follow Dr. Mia. I'm going to share the link with you so you could get her information. And listen, let's just help one another build up now. That's what we're talking about. All right. Peace out, guys. That's the end for today. We appreciate all of our staff. We have moderators, we have producers, Lois, JJ, thank you so much. We have Gail, who is also a moderator here on the program, and Deanne Fraser, and Kibbs. I know she a little bit under the weather, but Kibbs, hope you're feeling a lot better. All right, guys. Peace out. Catch you again tomorrow. And don't forget, on Friday we have a program called Right Trivia. It's a trivia game show. It's a trivia game show right here on Facebook. All right, so it's really nice. You guys should come and check it out on a Friday. All right, peace out, guys. Don't forget. Oh, I have to run our sponsor. Quickly. Let me tell you about our sponsor. The people who put their money where their mouth is. This is allprony.com.
Get your PCR test in 30 minutes or less. Visit www.allprolab.com.
Grenada's newest political sensation, Dickon Mitchell, will be officially introduced to the diaspora virtually on December the 5th. Don't miss this special event to hear Dickon Mitchell's plans for involving all Grenadians overseas in the development of our country. Your ideas and suggestions for a better Grenada will also be welcomed in a question and answer session. It's Sunday, December the 5th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Grenada time. It'll be streaming live on NDC Facebook page, Zoom, and other social media platforms. You'll also get a chance to donate to help Dickon Mitchell do the groundwork towards building a better Grenada. This event is organized by the New York chapter of the National Democratic Congress and Grenadians for Dickon Mitchell in the Diaspora. Don't you dare miss it!
Feeling hungry, grab a snack. Caribbean food delight. Jamaican patties, light and flaky. Caribbean food delight. Taste the difference. Caribbean food delight. Grab a patty, take a bite. Caribbean food delight. Quick and easy, grab a patty, take a bite. Caribbean food delight.
Oh yeah.
Again, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. This has been another edition of Ride Along Live for today, Wednesday, Women's Summit. Peace out. Good night.
Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, I break the road.
Live for today, Wednesday, Women's Summit. Peace out. Good night.
Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must